Hello, beautiful ones. I'm speaking to those of you that are my fence sitters in here that know that what you're doing right now when it comes to love and to your life is not working. It's not serving you. And you are very, very drawn to doing either Soul to Soul, my 8-week program that's changing lives and getting women into soulmate relationships, yes, during the pandemic, or some other program that's out there. And what I want to point out to you on this live are the exact things that are standing between you and your dream in this moment. I had a beautiful girl in this community, Kelly, who responded very succinctly about what was holding her back from actually taking action. First thing she said, which represents many of you right now, like you are definitely feeling the same way as Kelly, definitely with these three things, because they're some of the most common responses that we get. So the first one was, I need more information. The second one was, I'm terrified of the unknown. And the third one was, it's just not the right time. So I'm going to break those down one by one for you. Hi, Neha. Neha can add to this, actually. She's worked with me. She's done the program. She went and did a mastermind with me. She knows all about this process. The thing with Neha was when she watched my masterclass, she took a screenshot and she was like, okay, I'm definitely booking in a breakthrough call. Like, I'm doing this program. She didn't even realize at the time it was an invite-only program. So she was like, I was surprised when I had to be invited in because I thought I was just doing it. Anyway, so let me break it down. The first one, you think that you need more information. And I so get where that's coming from, but that is actually a hiding place and it's keeping you out of taking action, because no matter what program you do, it wouldn't matter if you were sent a book that had the amount of content like the size of the Lord of the Rings, you are still not going to know what it's like to be in the program. So it's you approaching your decision very, very cerebrally. And as I said, it's a hiding place. The last thing you need right now is information. This is what's keeping you in your head and it's keeping you out of love. So let's just break that down. You don't need information. What you need is an outcome. And all you got to do is go in and watch all of the testimonials of the women that have completely changed their life. Some of them came in with full-on depression. Some of them came in with suicidal thoughts. They've come out of really horrific breakups, eating disorders, you name it. I've worked with women with sexual abuse. The last thing they needed was more information. What they needed was the right support system and a process that was going to help them come home to the woman that they are. So I just smashed that first myth. You do not need more information. You need to focus on, does this mentor inspire me? Does this feel right? Does this feel aligned for me? Does this excite me and expand me? Does this feel like a fuck yes? Because if that's what if that's the energy that you're getting and you're like, oh, I just want to do that. That is, oh my God, just fucking do it. Don't overthink it. Just do it, book a call with us, and we'll see if it's a fit. And if it's not, we won't invite you in. We'll send you somewhere else, right? Second one is, oh, I'm scared of the unknown. Good. That's fantastic. You need to be scared of the unknown, because it's only when we launch ourselves out of our comfort zone and into the unknown that we can get out to the deep waters, where we can go into the land of miracles. Because for as long as you want to stay in the known and where it's safe, not a bloody thing is going to change in your life. So that's actually a very good thing. And the third one was, it's not the right time. It's the perfect time right now during a pandemic where a lot of places are on lockdown. A lot of people are sitting in a lot of scarcity, a lot of fear, a lot of holding back energy. I'll tell you when the right time is when you put a stake in the ground and say, I'm ready to change my life. There's never going to be a right time handed to you on a silver platter. It's the right time when you get so fucking sick of not getting what you want that you're like, do you know what? I'm ready to do whatever it takes. So thank you, Kelly, for sharing your truth on what is holding you back from actually taking action. And I just want to stack on this with another thing that we see a lot is this very conditional response. Like, we had a beautiful girl from the UK who came on a few calls with us. We really loved her, but we had to keep sending her away because she was very conditional. Well, I'll do the program if I can afford it. If it's more than 5K, then I can't do it. And we're like, but you've just told us that like the urgency is like 4 out of 4, that you've been trying for 10 years to try and solve this. You've slipped into deep depression and you're putting a cap on what you think it's worth. I was like, sister, this is the scarcity that's keeping you out of love, right? If that's all you think that you're worth, I was like, this is what requires the huge up level. needless to say, she kept getting sent away, and then she was sitting in all her shit just going, you know what? Why am I putting a price on it? Like, this is about getting resourceful. So she decided, you know what? I'm done with getting in my own way. And she had just such stifling scarcity that I know many of you feel. It was like she was wearing a noose around her, where she had this shame and guilt about investing in herself. And I'm like, sister. Well, I didn't say sister because I didn't have the call with her, but my beautiful team member was just saying, listen, like, there's no exceptions here. The energy of our women that we enroll and invite into Soul to Soul is that you will do whatever it takes, right? It's priced so that everyone that is committed can actually afford it. But it's about getting resourceful. It's about fighting for yourself, because so often, you know, you're investing in a car, you're investing in university, if a friend came to you and said, oh my God, I've got this illness, will you lend me money? You wouldn't think twice about it. You go, oh my God, yes. But when it comes to investing in yourself, suddenly there's all this, oh my God, I can't do that. And that is exactly why you're not where you want to be when it comes to love, until you actually make yourself the priority and fight for yourself and do whatever it takes to put yourself first to get the support that you deserve. You're going to keep coming last, and you're doing it to yourself. So I'm so excited to share that this girl is actually in Soul to Soul right now, absolutely shredding it. I love her. From the first few days in, she was just like, this is already changing my life. And what was standing between her and being in Soul to Soul was her lack of worth, which is exactly why she needed to step up and get out of her comfort zone and find a way to do it, which she did. And it comes down to just not overthinking it, just making the decision to say, I'm fucking doing this. And when the decision is made, the way and the how show up. But it's about you showing the universe, I'm really fucking serious about me and about my dream, and I'm not willing to put anything else in the way, because I know that there are a lot of martyrs in this group where you're like, oh, well, I better put my kids first, or I better do this. And I say that because we work with a lot of mothers. But the mothers that we work with, their children are suffering because they haven't got their shit together. And they realize that, oh my God, I've got to stop using my kids as an excuse, and I've got to find a way to get me sorted out, because for every minute that they don't have their shit together, they're impacting their children, right? With not being present, abandonment, not able to make the kids the priority because they're not being their own priority. So this is not about you just doing this work for you. This is about you doing this for every single person in your orbit, for people that you don't know yet, for children that you haven't even had yet. It's going to be night and day. And we worked with a pregnant woman. The guy had left her, right? She's in New Zealand. She had to get really resourceful. She was a school teacher. This is the last story that I'll share. Beautiful girl, shit scared of doing this program, never invested in herself. Yet our connection, I did the call with her, was just like, oh. And she knew I saw her power and her greatness. And she was terrified about becoming a single mother. Well, she did the program. She's had her baby girl. She is fucking flying. That daughter is so loved. And one of her biggest fears was she was going to be a terrible mother and like leave her daughter. I mean, this is big stuff. And now she's showing up in all her glory, getting all this feedback from all the friends and family around her going, you are the best mum. And, you know, it's just so much bigger than just the soulmate, right? The soulmate, as I say to you, you are the 5-layer decadent cake, and we've got to get that ingredients right so that you're like this moist, rich, divine, beautiful cake. Yes, I use the word moist. And then the soulmate is just the cherry on top. But you girls are too flat out making the guy the fucking priority, forgetting that it's got to be about you first. And when you make it about you, then you magnetize your divine soulmate into your life very, very effortlessly. So stop being in such a rush to get this person in your life and focus on you and invest in yourself. If you're ready right now to get out of the excuses, out of playing small, out of being conditional, I'll only do it if I can afford it, I'll only do it if it fits in with my schedule, don't even book a call with us. That means you're interested and you're not going to have the right energy to slay during the 8 weeks. We're changing lives and saving lives in this program. So we take it very seriously with who we invite in. We have very high standards because we get great outcomes, right? And it just takes one rotten egg, one person who's like, oh, I don't really feel like showing up today, that brings the whole collective down. And that quality control is what makes my women feel very, very safe. They know that we take this very seriously. We don't just invite everyone in. In fact, we send at least 30 to 40% of people away and say, come back to us when you're really ready, right? It's about being ready. And so going back to one of the things, Kelly, that you put was nice, Miha. Great to see you. Hey, Fiona. Great to see you. Hi, Kathy. It's not the right time. How long have you been saying that to yourself? It's not the right time. It's never, ever, ever going to be. We're not handed, hey, here's the perfect time to, on a silver platter to work on yourself. You've got to fucking claim it and go, I refuse to be walked over for one more day. I refuse to miss out on my dream for one more fucking day. I refuse to compromise my fertility for one more day. I refuse to go to bed alone for one more day worrying about my future. Many of you are having sleep issues, health issues, because there's such a mess going on in your mind. We need to clear that up, get you back into your joy, back into alignment where you are feeling like hopping and skipping in your life. And right before your eyes, very, very quickly, you're going to be living a different life. And it's from that energy of joy that you're going to attract in everything that you desire. And if that's not worth investing in, then you're in the wrong community. All right. You deserve this. You're the only one standing between you and your dream. So if this is deeply resonating with you, then book a call with us and let's see if we can help you. Mwah. Big, big love.